What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Lavolti Stocks back with another video today, taking a look at SFIX SFIX as it is up almost 40% for the day. So we'll take a look at the reason why it's up that much and the price action to get an understanding of where the stock could be headed into the future. So real quick, we're super close to 1,000 subscribers. If you want to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, I really appreciate each and every one of you. And let me know what you guys think about SFIX, whether you actually have a subscription with them and whether you are invested as well, and I'd love to chat with you guys down in the comment section. So let me go over to my laptop here and hit record. We'll get right into it. So first things first, right, as I said, we are up $14.06, which is 39.24%, down a little after hours, but still up 39% for the day, which is amazing return on any stock in a day. So what is SFIX? Essentially, they are a company that will send you'll basically do a quiz on their website and they will send you a box with a bunch of clothes. You'll basically be paying $20 as a fee that I think they said covers the cost of their stylist expertise and time. And if you decide to keep any of the articles of clothing within the box, that $20 can be applied towards that purchase. So you'll get a box of clothing and you'll get kind of a price of what that clothing costs. You get to try it on. If you like something, you keep it. That $20 you paid gets added or gets kind of adjusted as a credit towards whatever the cost of that item is, and then you send back whatever you don't like, or you could send everything back, and I think, I could be wrong here, but I think you kind of lose that $20. So great kind of business model, right? If you don't want to go shopping, especially nowadays with COVID and everything, and you want kind of fresh things to wear, you get it from someone who is an expert in this field. So take a quiz, get close sent to you, decide what you want, whatever you don't want, send it back. So that's what they do. Now, why are they up a crazy amount overnight? Well, they had their earnings report yesterday. So as it says here, they were up $16 today, which is about 47% at one point. They ended the day up 40%, which is still, down 7% from where this article was written, but still nothing to, nothing less than amazing from any company, right? So the reason being, they were expected to have $481 million in revenue, and they had $490 million in revenue. So they beat revenue, but the thing that really kind of affects these companies is not that revenue beat, but more so the fact that they were expected to lose 20 cents per share, but they actually had an earnings of 9 cents a share. And this is huge for any company that is going through that growth phase, right? They're taking everything that they're making and put it back into the company. And so that point when a company gets to make a profit, right, is really good news for investors. Not only that, but they also said, they also had a 10% year-over-year growth. They grew their active client count to nearly 3.8 million, which is, again, like I said, 10% year-over-year growth. But more than that, they're confident in their future ahead and expect to deliver between 20 and 25% growth for the full year. This is something that investors love seeing, right? Sure, this earnings beat is now, but what do these management and higher up people think of the company moving forward? And the fact that they think that they can continue to beat expectation is something that Wall Street really likes, and it's typically something that drives the stock price up. So if we go back to the stock price now, right, what we see is, up nicely, huge gap. Let's do a year-to-date chart so we can really see how the stock has traded over time. So before COVID, hit a high of kind of 30, and then we were falling, and then COVID hit and we fell all the way to $10.90. We were almost 5 times where we were at the beginning of COVID. And, before earnings, we hit 41. And then from that point, we fell all the way to kind of the mid 35s, which it seems like it was there for a while, consolidating beforehand in a lot of October, November timeframe. And boom, we have a huge gap up and a small red candle reaching almost $55 for the day. So this is the highest that SFIX has ever been. Yes, this is the highest that SFIX has ever been, right? Going back to 2018 is the last time they were close to this price. But since then they've had sort of their ups and downs, if you will. So from a support level perspective, we haven't really been here in a while, right? So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Two things can happen. A, what's called a continuation pattern, where if a stock is hot one day, that trend will continue the next day, we'll ride it up. But more often than not, what happens is a little bit of profit taking, right? So someone who had purchased shares in SFIX yesterday, anticipating good earnings, is now up 40% on their earnings, right? Which could lead to a little bit of a sell-off, profit taking, which again, a healthy pullback, or a small pullback, is always healthy for the stock market. I've said it over and over again, and I'll keep saying it. So if we see a pullback, that's not necessarily bad news for the company. But from an EMA perspective, right, what we'll see is, you know, the EMA on the daily chart is all the way down at $40.35, and on the 4-hour chart it is all the way down here at the 46.96 level. So what I am watching in this stock currently is to wait and see, you know, kind of if what we see tomorrow. Do we see profit taking and we dip? Or do we go up? If we go up, do we kind of hit that 55 mark we said today? Or do we go down and kind of test some levels of support? On the 4-hour chart, the EMA comes in right at 47, at 46.96. So if it dips tomorrow, I'm watching to see if that holds up. If that doesn't hold up, then the 21 EMA comes in right behind at 42.84. So I'm really kind of waiting to see what happens. I'm not long on SFIX stock yet. I kind of want to see what happens. I missed the kind of run today, right? Because I didn't have the stock, wasn't looking at earnings plays on this one. You know, thankfully, if I did a defined earnings play, I would be blown out of the water, because I would not expect a 40% move. But anyway, I'm looking to see whether we head up, and if we head up, do we push that 55 level, or if we go down, whether we bounce off the 8 EMA or keep going and bounce off the 21 EMA, if any of those hold. 8 EMA comes in again at 46.96, and the 21 is at 42.84 on the 4-hour chart. So that's the levels that I'll be watching. Let me know what you guys think, if you were expecting this, or if you guys were just as surprised as I was. 40% is a huge move for a day. Let me know if you guys are long on SFIX, or what your thoughts on SFIX are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down in the comment section below. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.